we just had this press conference with Caleb Plant and Benavidez. Real spicy. What do you think
I
about
think
this
it's a
fight,
great
man?
fight,
Talk
man.
to
I
me.
think, not only that they have this rivalry and this bad blood, I think that both can fight. Caleb can box. Benavidez can make the fight happen. His Mexican style. He's out there. He got power. He has a lot of things on for both guys. I think this is a great fight.
So what do you think that, Caleb has to do to win this fight? What do
I
you
think
think
Caleb
Benavidez got to do
needs
to win
to
this
work
fight?
on a lot of his speed and lateral movement. I think using the jab properly and not staying there. The problem when he did with Canelo was when Canelo hit something or when Canelo throws something, he stopped instead of just kept moving, right? I think that was the biggest learning lesson for him and to that he can use in this fight is boxing well, throw that jab and step around and not pause when an opponent or when his opponent is attacking him. I think a lot of feints can do wonders for him. The jab, the feint, and then the straight, the overhand. I mean, there's a lot of things that he can do, but he has to be disciplined when it comes down to it, especially when you get a guy like Benavidez.
Right, right. So what are your thoughts on
I
Benavidez and
think
how would he have
Benavidez
to take
just do
this
what
fight
he
off?
always does. He just got to go out there, use his power, use his onslaught. He's the bigger guy. Use that reach. Go out there and pressure. We know that in the Canelo fight with Plant, he succumbed to the pressure. And granted that Canelo was slipping a lot of those punches. That can be a big difference in this fight, but for Benavidez, I think he should go out there, use that jab, set all those straight punches, come out there with the volume punches like he does, and use his heavy hand. Just keep pressuring, pressure and pressure and pressure and pressure, and then not give Plant any time to think, not give Plant any time to feint or set up.
Now the emotions are running high. We've seen it in the press conference. Do you think that's, is Benavidez living the moment, or do you think that, Caleb Plant is getting in his head a little bit? Because you know how it is when a smart fighter gets you in his head. We've seen it on and on and on
Well,
with
I mean, it depends
Mayweather.
on who
Um,
you're fighting, right? So sometimes it it fires you up. It fires you up when the shit talking is there. When all of this is coming into the heat of the moment, the emotion is running wild. Some people fight better that way. We don't know how Benavidez is in terms of he might go all out, and for all I know, because he's never been in this point where he is very emotional when it comes down to it. I've seen a lot of the videos him coming into Caleb, and both vice versa. They're just shit talking and all this other stuff, and he's going out there creating something for Plant, and talking all this stuff, but maybe he's getting into Caleb's head too, but I don't know. One thing with Caleb is he does perform uh when he is pressured in that way, with the last fight, what's his name? Durrell, with the Durrell fight,
Terrell.
I mean, I know that you know it was a difficult fight until that that knockout, know.
Elusive knockout.
So perhaps it could be the other way around where he's affected by it because the onslaught of that energy coming from Benavidez, everywhere they go, they just go at him and that could affect them. We don't know how he reacts to it until they get in the ring. But I know for sure that it seems like Benavidez is the one dictating this emotion. He's running for Plant, and Plant is just kind of cool and just kind of chill, and just kind of poke here and there. Again, we don't really know how Benavidez is, if he is emotionally invested in a fight. He's always out there, and he's out there to win, to knock people out. But this time around, the emotion is running a little bit higher than usual.
Right, right, right. I mean, we talk about David Benavidez. I mean, great fighter. A lot of a lot of other fighters and legendary fighters' favorite fighter, to be honest. I just did an interview with Sugar Shane Mosley, one of his favorite fighters. What I'm saying? We had Mike Tyson calling him the Mexican Monster. And then we also, gearing up. First of all, are you even going to this fight?
It still weighs out for me because, I like everything that has happened throughout this year and last year, it's like it gets pulled out. Fight don't happen within like a week or two or stuff like that. So for me, when the fight is closer, then we'll make it all that. So like Saturday with
Right, because you still got to
Foster
worry about what
and
you got
Ray
going on with
Vargas.
yours.
We just got our ticket because we're like, I don't know if it's gonna go through. It's been like that. So you know what I mean. But it's a fight that we want to watch, of course, definitely.